Hello, how are you? It's me, Lauren, the founder and owner of the Beauty D LLC. In this class, you're going to see a free wax masterclass. If you want something more in detail, in depth, or hands-on, message me for more info after this class if you feel like you still need more help. If not, well, enjoy this class. This class does not give you a license or a certification, and it's just very informative and for education purposes only. Who am I? I am Lauren. I believe in the power of women. I not only believe in the power of women, but in the power of beauty. I started this company thinking that I can do this on my own, and I was so wrong. I started it by myself, but I also had the help of my beautiful clients, family, and friends. No further ado, in this class, you're gonna see a bunch of things. We're going to cover sanitization, safety protocol, application, pressure, and so much more. So stay tuned and let's get this class going. Next topic, what is waxing and what is the origin of waxing? So let me take you to a quick history class real quick. Number one, the person who really helped waxing expand was the queen herself, Cleopatra, in ancient Egypt. Yes, ma'am, you heard it. Cleopatra. She used pumice stone and beeswax, as well as in Rome. In Rome, it was considered a luxury, a symbol of wealth, to be hairless. In ancient Rome, Queen Elizabeth I, Queen Elizabeth I also advocated for women to do full body waxing as well. Also, in the 19th to 20th century, we also had Dr. Felix, who helped make the first hair removal product. As well, in World War II, the 1940s, the 1960s, women all over the world advocated for being hairless. As well in the 1970s, when women were more daring, they could wear more revealing clothes without feeling weird because they had hair. And in the 1990s, we had the Brazilian J Sisters in New York who performed Brazilian waxes and in different shapes in the bikini area and absolutely everything, and completed the Brazilian wax. That's the origin and the history. History is important, so is anatomy. Our anatomy is the following: sebaceous gland, erector pili muscle, nerve, dermis, epidermis, hair root, hair bulb, and hair shaft. Those are the 8 things we need to know that are just basic. It's very important for us to understand our client's anatomy and needs. You may ask, what attire should I wear? What is our safety protocols and our safety procedures? Well, it's pretty simple actually. As you can see, I am wearing a scrub. Also, you're going to need to wash your hands before, after, and even maybe during your appointment if necessary. You're gonna need a hair tie at all times. You're always going to want to tie your hair, no matter what. Doesn't matter the style, doesn't matter at all. You need to have your hair back. Speaking about hair, that's why we also have to use hair nets. Do we have to? No. Should we? Absolutely. You and your client, depending on where she's going to get waxed or he, will need a hairnet. You're going to need these for every appointment just because you don't know who is sick. We do not know and we cannot trust our customers 110%. It is a safety measure for you and others. Sometimes you won't even know you're sick. You need to have one at all times and dispose. This is totally optional. These are safety goggles. I use them every time. Why? Because it's the best thing that has happened to me. Just in case anything gets into my eyes, it will not. As you see, it protects everywhere, even at the bottom and at the top, the sides. We also need to use a pair of nitrile gloves. Why nitrile? Why not just any other pair of gloves? Absolutely not. People can be allergic to latex, and every year the latex allergy develops more and more. and more open products to all of our clients and be open to everyone and for everyone. That is really important in this industry, and that's why you need to learn so much more stuff and get a course. You may ask me, Lauren, so what are the basic supplies as a waxer? Well, pretty simple. A wax pot. If you're going to work with soft wax or hard wax, you're going to need a silicone mold, maybe, optional, for your wax pot. Wax, obviously, whether it's hard wax, soft wax, or even gel wax. You might need strips for your soft wax. Definitely wood sticks of different sizes and different tools. Tweezers, a table, a lamp, disposable folds for your table, consent forms, and as well as your certificate or license. Those are some basic things that you will need to start, as well as your pre and post waxing and your powder for waxing. Sanitization is also an important protocol. You need to realize that if you don't sanitize or you don't know how to dispose of certain products or necessities, you could risk an infection for your client. That's something that you do not want to do. Or for yourself. That is very important. Double dipping. What is double dipping? Double dipping comes in when you use the wax stick more than once. Once you put the wax stick in the pot and you take it out, you put the wax on yourself or on your client and you dip the same end of the stick. That is double dipping. And that wax can only be used for that client. That's a waste of money. Unless you want to just put that wax and then do that, and it's still a waste of money. The best thing you can do is put the whole wax, as much wax as you can in your wax pot, and do not double dip. What I do, I use both ends of the stick, call it a day. That way you save more wood sticks and you save your wax. You also need to watch out for your client's safety as well. You and your client's safety and your business safety is very important. You need to realize that if you put another person's DNA in another person's open hair follicles, there could be some sort of issue. There's certain people that we cannot wax. For example, if people come to you with open wounds, it's best to not wax that area since you can reopen the wound. Such as if people come into you with pus or pastules, it's best to decline the client and tell them to come back when they feel better. It's important for you to get an information on what the client is, what they do. If they're on blood thinners, you cannot wax them. It's best for not to wax them. If they're on retinol, it's also best not to wax them. If they are diabetic, it's best to not touch them. You also need to realize that there's certain people that we should and should not service, and that is fine. That's why it is important to have a consent form and a liability form. You also should be licensed and certified to be able to do these things. Another safety protocol is to use barbicide for your tweezers or any metal things that you shall be using in your service, whether it's to remove ingrowns, pop a pimple in the area, etc. It is important for you to disinfect it before and after use. What is the best temperature for your wax? Honestly, I'm gonna teach you guys a trick. Everyone's wax pot and wax temperatures are different. Stop believing these numbers that you see online and trust them. Don't do that. Trust yourself. Before the client comes, 10 or 15 minutes before, you check the wax to see if the consistency is correct. If it's not correct, go ahead and higher or lower the temperature as needed. Check again, and if it's correct, leave it there. Remind yourself what numbers are on the wax pot that are the perfect consistency for you and the perfect heat as well for your client. How to twist the stick. I want you guys to observe closely how I am twisting the stick. This is very important and a technique that just cannot fail you. You see how I'm just twisting and turning and how no wax has spilled? That's because I know how to twist my stick. Even though I was close, I didn't let it drop. Because if you let it drop, that is going to be a hot mess. How do I do that, you may ask? First, you're going to need to use your thumb on the back and 4 fingers to the front. You're going to put your thumb here, index finger there, and all you're gonna do is twist. With the 3 fingers left, you're just gonna grab, pull, thumb, and twist. Dab, grab, and twist. Grab, twist, grab, twist, grab, twist. I will do it again. Grab a wooden stick, 4, thumb, index, twist, 3, grab, thumb, index, twist, index, twist, index, thumb, twist, index, thumb. Alright, so this is my arm. I'm going to be using this arm as demonstration. Here, I'm going to apply pre-wax. And I'm just going to lather that thoroughly. As I do that, I'm also going to put my powder. As you can guys see, I'm going to put that powder, and I'm also going to put that thoroughly. And now you guys are going to see my application and pressure. And once you're done, you're going to put your post wax. You're just going to apply it. And as you do such thing, you're just going to lather it. And look at those beautiful results. Nice and smooth. Congratulations. Now that you've seen the application, applying pressure, how to remove, and everything that we covered today, you know some basics. And you know what to do and what your service provider should do and should not do. If you want a more in-depth course, I can definitely help you with that. I provide kit, no kit, or upgrade kit. I have 3 different price ranges, also 3 different levels, and 3 different budgets. So don't hesitate to contact me. Also, if you want me to continue giving free webinars, follow my pages, The Beauty Eat the Beauty, or the_beauty_ed on Instagram, The Beauty ED1 on TikTok, and Lauren Herrera on Facebook, nicknamed The Beauty ED. If you guys can follow me on my social medias, that'd be great so I can continue doing these free webinars. And stay tuned for more of my free classes and my service providers, so y'all guys can stay tuned to my future podcast and my model calls. Thank you very much. Have a good day.